template, and then you can use this to fill out some adjectives to describe the different characters. So we know who each character is, but we're not going to do character traits for all of them. We're just going to do the character traits for the main characters. Eggs, okay. Who else is another character trait for Coral? So remember, she went to save the eggs even though she knew the barracuda was dangerous. So how can we?
He's brave.
Yeah, we can say that she's protective and she is brave. What can we say, Jon Snow? What can we say about Marlin, Nemo's dad? Coral's protective, right? She wants to protect her children or her eggs. And would you say that Marlin also wants to protect Nemo?
Yes.
But does he just do a regular job of protecting Nemo, or is he too protective of Nemo?
Too protective.
Much of something else. We can say the prefix would be over.
Overprotects.
Yep. Okay, good job. Kent, do you have another one for Marlin? Okay, what about when him and Nemo are leaving their sea anemone home to go to school? And Marlin's like, okay, you have to go out and check, and then you go back in. And then you go and check again, and then you go back in. And then you go and check again, and he wants to do it he wants to keep doing it as many times as he can. Is that him being brave, or is that him being careful and cautious?
Cautious.
Okay, so overprotective and cautious. Okay, and what can we say about Nemo? Who has some adjectives for Nemo?
I think that he is kind of a little bit stubborn.
Okay, and why do you think he's stubborn? That's an excellent adjective for him.
Marlin says that he can't touch his fin onto the boat. He touched it.
And he doesn't listen when they say no. He goes and does it anyways. Let's see, what does he want to do? How does he feel about going to school?
Fun.
He thinks it's going to be fun, right? He's very excited to go. And then when they go out to the open ocean, is he like, nope, I don't want to do this? Or is he wanting to know more about the ocean?
Oh, he wants to know more.
Okay, so if someone's excited to learn and they want to know more, what can we say about them?
Curious.
And Dino, what's another one that you have for us?
Childish.
Childish. And what makes him childish?
He didn't know it will be dangerous to come out in the ocean.
All right, he's childish, right? He thinks, this looks like fun, I'm going to do it, and I'm not going to think about how dangerous it could be. So I'm going to fill out the rest of this with some possible character traits with the other characters, and then I'll send it to you. Okay, so just remember, just because our answers might not be the same exactly doesn't mean that yours is wrong. Okay, if you have a question about what one of the words means, or if you are using it correctly, then you can go ahead and ask me. Okay, so please raise your hands if anyone has a question now. So let's move on. Okay, so we're going to do we're going to look at some different pictures here. Okay, and we're going to put them in the correct order, and then we are going to write a little description about each of them. Okay, so we're going to put our story events in the correct sequence. Okay, so who can look at all of these photos and tell me what happened first? Okay.
The egg.
Are you sure? Okay, so this is our first event in the story. And Pizza, tell me what happened here.
The fish wants to eat the egg.
Okay, so we'll say a barracuda, that's the type of fish that it is, came to Coral and Marlin's house. And who did he end up eating, Pizza?
The egg, Coral.
Okay, and ate Coral, and did he eat all the eggs or most of the eggs?
Most of the eggs.
Okay, so barracuda came to Coral and Marlin's house and ate Coral and most of the eggs. And what sequencing word can we use here?
No.
What is
First.
the time? Thank you. First, a barracuda came. All right. And who thinks they know what happened after this? Let's see. Who's not going to turn yet today? Elsa, what is our number 2 picture?
Number what?
Number 2. What happened after the barracuda came?
Uh,
The barracuda comes and eats Coral and most of the eggs. And what do we have left?
Only one egg.
Okay, so which picture is that?
This.
The one with the egg?
Yeah, the one with the red egg.
So we can say next, Marlin finds out there is one egg left. And Elsa, who does this egg turn out to be?
Nemo.
Okay, so he names the last egg Nemo. Okay. And what about picture number 3? Bill, what's picture number 3?
It's the first one.
The first one? Okay, tell me what happens in this picture.
Marlin said to Nemo that first you will go out and back in, and again.
Not quite. They're away from their house here. There's another picture that comes before. So we're going to say that this is picture number 4. Okay, so do you see a picture that comes before this one?
Oh, the picture with Mr. Ray.
And what's happening here? What's special about this day?
Nemo goes to school.
Okay, so this is, and what time order word, Bill, can we use here?
Mm,
Well, actually, so we'll say on Nemo's first day of school. So that shows the time order, right? It shows when this is happening. What does Marlin say? I'm going to ask someone else so we can get. What does Marlin say to Mr. Ray when he takes Bill, or sorry, when he takes Nemo to school? Dino, what does he say?
He has a small fin.
Okay, so on Nemo's first day of school, Marlin tells Mr. Ray that Nemo has a small fin and needs to be looked after. Okay. All right, let's look at number 4. Who can describe what's happening in picture number 4? James, do you know what's happening in picture number 4? So who's our character here?
Marlin.
And how does Marlin look? Is he happy or is he angry?
Angry.
And what did Nemo do to make Marlin angry?
Swim to the deep.
Right, so this is right before. We'll say, so this is where Nemo and his friends are. So they're out near the open ocean. We'll say, Marlin gets angry at Nemo because he thinks he is swimming out in the open ocean. And James, can you tell me a good time order word to use here? So we've already used first, next, on Nemo's first day of school. What's another time order word we can use?
Fourth.
First.
Fourth.
Fourth. Okay. But if we want to do, instead of like listing like 1, 2, 3, 4, what's a different word that we can use? So we're talking about the middle of our story. Okay, okay. It goes along with next.
Then.
Perfect. Nice and say. Then Marlin gets angry at Nemo. Okay. And what is our number 5 picture? Zero, can you tell me?
in the next picture is the picture with the swimming diver, the diver.
Okay. Can you describe to me what happens in this picture?
In this picture, Nemo gets caught by a diver.
Okay. And what would be a good time order word to use here?
After that, Nemo gets caught.
Okay. So after that, Nemo gets caught by a diver. And okay. Well, after he does what though? So Marlin's angry at Nemo, and then what does Nemo do?
Ignores Nemo ignores Marlin and swims out in the ocean.
And what does he want to swim in the ocean? What does he want to touch?
He wants to touch the boat.
Okay. So after Nemo swims to the boat,
He gets caught by
he gets caught by a diver. Okay. And our number 6 picture. This actually comes later in the story, but we're gonna pretend that this is right after he gets caught by the diver. So what happens right after he gets caught by the diver?
I didn't watch the movie.
Maggie, what happens right after he gets caught by the diver?
He got put in a fish tank in the dentist's office.
Okay, that's what we'll say. And what's a good time order word for this? Yep, last. Last, Nemo gets taken to a fish tank in a dentist's office. Okay, is that so? I'm just going to put these in order quickly so you can see the pictures in the correct order. Okay, I'm just going to send this to you actually. Well, all right, so these are our events in order. So I'm just going to read them quickly. So first, a barracuda came to Coral and Marlin's house and ate Coral and most of the eggs. Next, Marlin finds out that there's one egg left. He names the last egg Nemo. And then Marlin gets angry at Nemo because he thinks he's swimming out into the open ocean. After Nemo swims to the boat, he gets caught by a diver. Last, Nemo gets taken to a fish tank in a dentist's office. Okay, so I'll send this to you. If you have not written it down already, you can write it down later. Okay, so we're going to talk about relationships now. So relationships are just the way that things are connected. So things can be ideas, people, or objects. So how these things are connected. So let's talk about Marlin and Nemo. We already know that they're father and son. So let's see if we can answer some questions to describe their relationship. Okay, so what did Marlin always do to Nemo? Ling-Chi, how does Marlin act towards Nemo?
He always want to protect Nemo.
Okay, good job. And Kent, how does Nemo feel about his dad? What does he think of his dad?
His dad is to protect him.
Right? Overprotective, right? Do you think Nemo loves his dad?
Yes.
Okay. And last one. What was the last thing that Nemo said to his father before he swam out into the ocean? Say, Minnie, what did Nemo say to his father right before he swam to the boat? Okay. Do you remember what Nemo said to Marlin?
He hates him.
Mm-hmm. He said, Nemo told his dad that he hated him just before he went to touch the boat. Say, Bing Chao, do you think that Nemo actually hated his father?
No.
Why did he say that then? Nemo said, I hate you to his dad. Why might he have said it? How was he feeling at that time?
Angry.
Mm-hmm. So he was just angry. Sometimes when you're angry, you say things that you don't really mean. Okay, so this is also going to be, I'm going to send this home so you can do it as part of your, or so you can use it to help you do your homework. You're going to write a paragraph about Nemo and Marlin's relationship and what they were thinking and how they were feeling at the time. So let's look at cause and effect quickly. We have about 5 minutes left. Okay, so we already know that a cause is why something happens, and an effect is what happens as a result of that cause. We've done plenty of practice with this recently, so this should be a breeze. So let's look at some causes and effects. So our first one, Marlin's wife and almost all of their eggs got eaten by the barracuda, and there was only Nemo left. So what effect did this have on Marlin? So what effect would this have on Marlin? How did Marlin act after his family got eaten by a barracuda?
He was overprotective to Nemo.
Yep, Marlin became overprotective. So we can say, I'm going to type this into a sentence. We can say, Marlin became overprotective of Nemo because his wife and most of his eggs got eaten by a barracuda. Okay, so now we are showing our cause and effect relationship in a sentence using our signal word because. Okay, let's look at another one. This time we're going to look at an effect and see if we can figure out the cause. Why did this happen? So Nemo swam out in the ocean and touched the boat to prove he could swim well. Why did he do this? Hey, Jon Snow, why might Nemo have gone out to the ocean to touch the boat?
Because the friend of Nemo said, where can Nemo go far?
Right, so the friends were talking about who can get the furthest. Okay, and then, but Nemo was like, no, 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 my dad said it's not safe. And then what happened to make him go all the way out?
Then his dad jumped out of nowhere. Then he said that he couldn't go there because it is open water and it is not safe. Then
And
he
also-
felt and he came to there.
And what else did Marlin say about Nemo?
He couldn't do anything
Why not?
because this the other fin of his is small.
Okay, so Nemo was embarrassed when his dad said he couldn't swim well. So we can put this into a sentence. That Nemo was embarrassed when his dad said he couldn't swim well. So he swam out to touch the boat. Okay, so this is our sentence using the signal word so. All right, let's look at, we have one more page of cause and effect. We're going to do it quickly, and then we'll be finished for the day. Okay, Nemo went out to touch the boat. What happened after he went out to touch the boat? James, what happened after Nemo went to go touch the boat?
The diver came down.
The diver caught him. Okay, and last one, Marlin chased after the boat. So remember, Marlin is really afraid of the ocean, right? So why would he go and chase after the boat, Kent?
Chase after the boat
Why does Marlin do this?
to save Nemo.
Yep, because Nemo got taken away. So Marlin's going to go chase after this boat, even though he's afraid. Okay, good job. So for homework today, you're going to do this character relationship map. So you're going to use this, sorry, what are we doing? Here we go. Where we filled out this relationship information about Marlin and Nemo. Okay, you're going to do something similar. So you're going to fill out the thoughts and thoughts and feelings of Nemo and Marlin. And then in the middle part here, you're going to write a paragraph describing their relationship with each other. Okay? And then you're also going to draw your favorite setting. So which part of the setting did you like the most? And then label it, right? Write names next to the different parts. Label it and we'll share tomorrow. Okay, does anyone have questions about what we did today? Mingjiao, do you have a question? No. No? Okay, I'm going to send you all the worksheets that we filled out today already.